Hello, this is Eduardo Viteri, and in this video I will show you why and how to create different links for a Zoom webinar. First, let's see why this is important. I will show you in one of the previous webinars that we hosted, for example here, which was the really last webinar that we had on ophthalmic photography. If we go to the record and we scroll down the screen, we can see that I created different links, and I identify them with specific names, which those were. This was to be used with the a newsletter from the Pan American. This was to use for our previous assistance to webinars, and this was to be used with social media. And here we have the results: how many people visited using that link and how many people registered. So we see here with the newsletter we had about 246, and those were 1/3 of those that visited, that entered with the link. 1/3 of them finally registered. And here for our previous webinar assistance, it was much more effective. It was almost 2/3, 500 of the 845 persons that entered the link, finally they registered. And also here, those were the ones that entered our social media pages, and we had more than 900 people, and from them 300, which is 1/3 of them, finally joined the registration. But this is the previous two are important because these are fidelization efforts. But here, social media, as we get to many people who haven't assisted before, it is very important to get new participants for this and future webinars, because they will be captured to our database. So now we know why. We need to know where are they coming from. And in this way also it is important because the system registers the email addresses of those, not from those that visit, but from those that register. So now let's see how we get these different links. For this, we will go to future webinars. Remember, this was an old one, a previous one. So we go to next coming webinars. For example, here, which is a webinar on uveitis that we prepare with the Spanish Society, and we go down the scroll. We don't have to go to any specific link, extra link, and we go down the scroll, and here we see how to invite, how to prepare invitations. And we already created different links as for the previous webinar, and an extra link for the society from Spain, which is so far the most active. 61 persons already registered, because we haven't started our efforts yet. How we create a new link? It's very easy. Just click here in Add or Aggregate, and it opens this window. And here, for example, I will add a new a new link which will be test. This I will delete later. This is only for demonstration. Was very easy. I just add a name and save or guardar, and here we have already the new link, and it will keep record of the persons that register using this link. How you get the link afterwards? You just click in here, and here you see it is already copied to and you can paste this information to an email or to a text message, or yes, or send it to anybody. Now, as we are not going to need it because we are not going to use it, it was just for demonstration, very easy. You just delete or eliminar, ask for confirmation, and that was it. No more test link in here. What happens if you use the wrong link? Once you have different links, you can make mistakes and use a link that is not corresponding to one of the channels. For example, you by mistake you send the social media link in an email. Actually, that will not affect the registration or the participation of that person. It's just that the data will not represent the right a source or reference source for the person. In this way, we can either decide on what is the more effective media to communicate, and also we can validate different ways that we communicate. Or if, for example, somebody is in charge of social media and you want to know how well he or she is doing, so it will be very easy for you to know. I think that will help you to keep improving in our communication efforts. That was all. Have a good day.